Oh God. Wish this was a happier video, but it's not. Quite frankly, I'm fucking terrified a little bit. I just wanted to get on here and briefly talk before I go to fucking work. So all last night, I've been watching all the footage in Wuhan, trying to find out all the other places this virus has traveled. It ain't looking good, man. It is not looking good. There's been cases already in America, which means it's already here, guys. It's already fucking here. I know it's a little early to be panicking, but it's better to be safe than fucking sorry. And who gives a shit if you look stupid wearing a goddamn mask? It'll probably save your life in the long run. I'm off to work now. The first thing I'm doing as soon as I'm going in there is I'm buying a box of masks, good masks, just in case, man, because you got to think about it. Fuck all the news reports and all that dumb shit. Just think about how many people travel every day on a plane to anywhere, and then think about how many people travel to China every day. I don't have a number or a ballpark number, but I could imagine that in every city there's at least a dozen people who are traveling, and that's just absolutely guessing. But by just guessing that, will at least give you an idea of how quickly this virus will spread. Like, at first they were saying that, sorry, fucking mind's racing. They said that, you flu-like symptoms and yada yada yada. And I found a guy's page. It's called Coronavirus Archive or something. I can't remember what it's called. I'm sorry. I posted a bunch of videos from this guy's page. And I'm sure some of y'all have seen it. It's, the woman stating that it's in another country where she's at, and it's a lot worse than what people are thinking, because people are just, one minute they're fine, the next minute they're dead. They're dropping like flies. All right, which means to me, from what I understand how a virus works, it's mutating like no other mutation, and it's now just destroying people within minutes of being in your body. And that ain't good, man. That is not good. We've been talking about this shit for Lord knows how long, about how, World War III is not going to be a war with guns and missiles and all this other shit. It's going to be a bio war. All right? These people like Bill Gates, fuck ass, and he's really just the front man of it. It's really these royal families and the people who own CDC and own, whatever other companies that are out there that are making these viruses, or coming up with these fucking viruses and putting patents on them, and somehow leaking. We obviously know how they're leaking, but I don't know for sure, so I really can't say. But it's just scary to think about, man. It's really scary to think about, because how do you contain a virus that is airborne and can be spread through saliva and coughing and through the air, in a country or in a world where people have to go outside, people have to eat, and people's houses aren't chamber or pressure chambers, and they can't stay in their house, for months on end. A, people are going to go insane. B, people are going to run out of food. And I don't know, man. I don't know. I think I had a nightmare last night. I don't remember what it was, but just remember waking up sweating and being like, yo, like something's not right. And I just wanted to make this video to inform people, for people who don't know, people who haven't been watching the news or watching news that the public's putting out online, that this shit ain't no joke. I really encourage everyone to go get masks before it's too late, because the minute the shit does hit the fan is the minute they're going to run out of masks, and who knows, the companies that your stores are ordering from, they could be getting orders from another country or orders from somewhere else where somebody's taking a precaution and buying a lot of shit out. You don't want to wait till then, because it's going to be too late. I'm not trying to scare nobody. I'm not trying to put fear into the public. I'm not trying to do none of that shit. I'm just trying to make people aware that it's airborne, it's mutated, it's mutating, and there's been cases over here, alright? And people are being quarantined, but what about before they were quarantined and we're still carrying it? I work at a hardware store, and I see hundreds of people every day that I come in contact with. Imagine if I have it. I'm not saying that I do, because I'm not sick, but just imagine if I had it, I don't realize it, and it's also showing no symptoms, and I meet 200 people in a day for a week. That's devastation. That's complete devastation. Why? Because now all those people potentially have it. There's no way to track all the people that came through there. It's just impossible. It's really impossible to track everybody everywhere, 24/7, and at the same time, remember who you've come across and who you've seen that day and whatever day, and you know what I'm saying? It's fucking impossible, man. So I just wanted to get on here to encourage people to buy some masks. Buy a good mask. Don't buy those little shitty ass masks where where it's not like cupped on your mouth. All I'm seeing, and it's crazy to see it, is that all those people in Wuhan are all buying, and maybe this is all they got. I don't know. But all I'm seeing is these people in Wuhan are all have the little cheapo blue, cloth masks, whatever they're made out of. And yes, it'll help a little bit by you not being able to spread it by coughing and stuff like that, because you'll cough into the masks. But at the same time, on both sides of your face, it's not sealed at all. You know what I'm saying? It's still able to get out or get in, one of the two, depending on if you have it or you don't have it. And it's just sad. The couple videos I posted from a guy who lives in China, Wuhan, China, he is literally risking his life to document the hospitals, document the disease or the virus, and document anything and everything he can to show you guys what's happening, because nobody is nobody is telling the truth. America is still saying that there's only 300 deaths or whatever the case is, when there's no way to document all of it, especially if people aren't willing to go there and help. All the people in the hospitals are becoming sick. They're also being censored on their little chat groups that they're being able to talk to people and telling them not to speak out because in fear of spreading fear and causing chaos when the chaos has already started. I can only imagine what's going on, man. I mean, so many people are in distress. So many people are crying because they're working 24 hours. People are literally not eating, that are nurses and doctors. They're not eating because they have to take off the mask to eat. And they'll literally eat at the end of the day when they can, just so that they know that they're completely covered all day, instead of having to take it off, eat, and then put another one back on, which is also wasting another mask or suit or whatever the case is, because they're running out of supplies. I mean, their government apparently won't send them shit, all right? And they started to rely on donations and started to get people to give them money so that they could buy more masks and more this, more that. And then apparently, Red Cross ain't doing a goddamn thing either. Just from what I'm hearing, I don't know for 100%, but shit ain't looking good, man. It's not looking good. I just want to get on here and just speak my mind for a second and just let everybody know that they probably should start taking precautions, because it's already here in America. It's inevitable, because they still letting people out of that place, man. And I get it, families want to come home, and I totally understand that shit, but when it's something so deadly, they should have stopped all borders at once until something can be contained, because you just don't know, man. It's just crazy, man. It's just fucking crazy. But I hope everybody has a good day. Sorry to make y'all panic. I hope I don't make y'all panic. But go get some masks. Stock up on masks, just in case. They're not that expensive, but I guarantee you, if the demand becomes so high, that they're going to go up. I mean, that's inevitable. So, go get your masks. Even if you have to go get some suits, go get some suits just in case. You know what I'm saying? What can it hurt? I'm going to start trying to wear a mask every day, and it's sad, but I'm sitting here thinking, it is just dumb as shit to be worried about, but I'm worried about people judging me because I'm wearing a mask and nobody else isn't. I want to be safe. I'd rather be safer than sorry. Before they announced that, oh shit, people are dying left and right in America because of this virus. I'd rather be way safe than sorry. But whatever, I don't care. Judge me, laugh at me. I don't give a shit. Y'all can kiss my ass. When it gets here, it's already here. But when they announce that shit, it's gonna be too late. It's gonna be way too late, man.